1. Sam. A gentle breeze in the late afternoon of an early June day rustled the Spanish moss draped from the live oak trees, bringing with it the smell of the salty marsh to those gathered on the lawn for the wedding of the youngest Sweeney sister. Women tugged their shawls tighter around their shoulders, thankful they'd remembered to bring a wrap for what promised to be a chilly evening ahead. The sun shimmered off the high tide on the inlet, casting Moss Creek Farm in a pale glow. The white-frame antebellum plantation house, with its green-black shutters, large columns, and wraparound porches, stood like a grand old dame, proud and dignified and handsome. A sailcloth tent with wooden poles and pennant flags waving from its peaks graced the upper lawn, encompassing the terraced area adjacent to the house. Servers dressed in tuxedo shirts and bow ties stood ready to pass trays of hors d'oeuvres and champagne-filled flutes. Their instruments in position, the 4 members of a bluegrass band waited on stage for the minister's signal to begin the recessional music. A picture-perfect evening for Faith and Mike to begin their new lives together. Samantha Sweeney thought her baby sister had never looked prettier than she did in a simple sundress fashioned out of white eyelet material and a wreath of daisies atop her head, her mahogany locks cascading around her face in soft curls. The only jewelry she wore was a simple gold cross around her neck and pearl studs at her ears. Sam approved of Faith's new husband, a 100% improvement over her last. Mike's rosy cheeks glowed, and his blue eyes sparkled as he stared down at his bride, promising to love and honor and cherish her all the days of their lives. Wearing a dress similar to her mother's, Faith's 7-year-old daughter, Bitsy, peeked out from her hiding place behind her mother's leg, a position the child had not ventured far from in nearly a year. Sam wondered how Faith and Mike managed to have any intimacy with Bitsy as a permanent fixture between them. Sam smiled at her son, Jamie, who was sitting next to her on the right. Emotion suddenly overwhelmed her, as it often did when she took in the sight of his handsome face, dark curls, and coal eyes. Jamie leaned over and whispered, "Bitsy looks terrified." Sam clasped her hands in her lap. "Poor baby. I'm not sure she'll ever fully recover from her ordeal." She closed her eyes as she thought about the 3-week murderous rampage Bitsy's father, Curtis, had gone on the previous summer, traumatizing his daughter and threatening the entire Sweeney family. Sam caught sight of a doe-eyed beauty with honey-colored hair in the row opposite them on the groom's side. Something about the teenager seemed familiar, although Sam was certain she'd never met her before. "Do you know her?" Sam asked, dipping her head at the girl across from them. Jamie cast a quick glance across the aisle and then did a double take. "Nope. I've never seen her before. She's kind of pretty, don't..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?